Very good now.
Okay, let's do it. Me. Hello, 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 and happy Friday night, Tarot and Chill. Happy Friday. Welcome to the Cove. Thank you all so much for being here today. I'm so
Very good
grateful
now.
to be joined by the amazing Amanda. And we have our lovely Erin today as well. And whoever is joining us live and in the chat, super excited to see you all as well. So this week, I'm really, really grateful to be able to share a full moon of the very first kind for 2023. And I don't know about you guys, but this has been a really emotional full moon for me. I woke up feeling all of the emotions this morning, just like grateful for life, feeling all of the transformations, feeling even like some of the sadness that I had like given myself space for, but just really feeling like today is a great day to hold space for our emotions, hold space for release, and also just hold space for one another. So perfect on a Friday night, and I could not be more grateful to be sharing it with you all. So I don't know, but we'll go around and share a little bit of gratitude. Um, I'm I'm grateful for these spaces. I'm grateful for the growth that we share. I'm grateful for the many opportunities that 2023 is going to be expanding and growing within us and around us. And more than anything, I am so, 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 so grateful for the opportunity to meet myself where I am each and every day. Sometimes I struggle, sometimes I do amazing, but either way, I show up, and that's a 10 out of 10 recommend. So that's my gratitude. Pass along to whoever's ready. Also,
So,
hi.
hi, Lala. Um, I am grateful for Mercury retrograde this time around. Grateful for the space as always, but um, Mercury retrograde has been very retrogrady and has given me the opportunity to say a proper goodbye to a lot of things that were left unfinished last year. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful that we are in a new year and we are doing a fresh start. And I'm grateful for all of the exciting things that are going to be starting shortly and going throughout the rest of the year. And I'm grateful for the energy that's already started in this year.
Thank you, Amanda. Beautiful. Did anybody else have gratitude they felt called to share? Hi, Lala.
Hello. I'm grateful I made it semi on time. But also I'm grateful to be here, sharing space with all you lovely beauties. Um, and I got my hair did today. I'm grateful for that. I don't know if you guys can see. Kristen, it's funny because I was just thinking the last time I got my hair cut was when I was at your house so long ago.
No, that's way too far ago.
So you know how when I was at your house, I dyed my hair that purple and blue. I cut all that blonde off. So that's what's left after the blonde was cut because the blonde started right about there. Anyways, not to make this all about me, but hi. Anyway, I'm just grateful to be here and grateful for the new moon and grateful for friends to share space with and messages from spirit.
Oh my gosh, real quick shout out to Amanda for wearing her antlers and amazing onesie, and shout out to Lala for wearing her crystal crown and her beautiful hair. And a shout out to
Yes.
Erin, just because Erin's amazing and I love your cat too, but everybody brought their magic today and it just makes me so happy. Hi Jen. Hi Jen. We're just sharing gratitude to whoever feels called to jump in.
Um, okay, I'll go real quick. I am grateful for having cool people to hang out with tonight. That's super fun. Grateful for all my other chosen spiritual family. I'm grateful for my mom who's gonna come visit me tomorrow. I'm grateful for a successful birthday and starting another year on the planet. And I'm grateful for some amazing opportunities coming my way, and I'm gonna have safety and all my needs being met. So it's wonderful.
Erin, that's amazing. Do we all want to go around and
Yeah.
wish Erin a wonderful happy birthday? Welcome. Thank you. And we love you so dearly. Happy cosmic circle around the sun.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Birthday.
birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm old now.
No, I think no, you're this. I don't know how old you are, Amanda. I think Amanda's the oldest.
Who wants to guess?
Wait a minute.
Oh wait. Oh, actually, I forgot.
Age is just a made up number anyways, like time, it's not real. So we
Right.
just ate, expanded your consciousness a whole lot more, Erin. I believe it.
I'm oldest and youngest and in between all at the same time.
Yes. Well, I am grateful for all of the years that I've spent in this incarnation, learning the lessons that I've learned. All of the lines on my face are there for a reason. They've been put there through grins and sorrows and all the roller coaster of life's lessons that have brought me to this now moment that I can share with you all, that I'm most grateful for. And with the start of the new year, I saw a meme the other day. It's 365 new days and 365 new chances. So I'm going to focus on that this year and try not to get down on myself for too long, because all we have to do is go to sleep, and we'll wake up with a brand new day and a new chance. So I'm going to try to keep that near and dear to my heart, and I'm grateful for that little piece of wisdom that I stumbled across. Thank you for sharing the space, and I'm just so happy to be here with you all.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Jen. That's a beautiful, amazing reminder. I really appreciate that. We're too hard on ourselves all the time, I think. I think really we just all need to be kinder to ourselves. A big collective breath in and a sigh to just be like, you know what, it's okay to be where you are. Um, yeah. Thank you. I love you, Jen. All right, my beautiful soul. So tonight, Jen actually asked if we could do this. We were going to do this on New Year's, and somehow our schedule slipped. It slipped our space, and so now we are so grateful and excited to be able to share this with you all tonight. So we're going to try doing a 12-month collective spread. For those of you that are here, what that means is that we're going to pull 12 tarot cards that represent what the theme of months will be. And what I invite you to do, if you're watching this in your own time and space and you have a tarot deck, you could use an oracle deck if you don't. Either way, it's okay. I prefer tarot, but it's totally up to you. But if you'd like to grab a deck and join along with us, we're going to kind of do this in a way where it's going to be an opportunity for you to read your own 12-month spread while we also offer collective. So it's a game. We're going to all play together. I'm excited to be here with you guys, and yeah, we're gonna just see how it goes. But before we dive into our beautiful, amazing tarot space, I would love for us to just be able to join in a short meditation to be able to ground our energies in together. Also, just a real quick hello to Flash and hello to our dear friend Papu and Rosemary. Shout out, thank you for joining us tonight. And yeah, also to any other new friends that are here, super grateful for everyone. We always love making new friends in the Cove. So, all right, for those of you that are ready and would like to, if you feel called, you are welcome to close your eyes. We're just going to allow ourselves to find a comfortable position, straighten our spines. We're going to crinkle our shoulders all the way up to our ears, and we're going to just set them right back down in place down behind us. Let's do that one more time, except this time let's take a breath in with that shoulder release, and then back down. And we're going to begin by imagining a beautiful lotus flower unfolding on the crown of your head and bringing an awareness to the breath and your body, and letting each inhale that you breathe in, breathe a bit of peace, a bit of love. And on each exhale, allowing your body to release a little more and a little more, until we find ourselves at our center. Remembering the lotus flower on the top of our head. We're going to take another deep breath in, imagining a silver light pouring down into the center of this lotus flower. And release. Breathing the silver light down through the third eye. And into the throat. And down into the heart, expanding and exploring the corners of your chest. Moving the silver light through your torso, down your arms, into your fingers, swirling this loving energy through your heart and your lungs and your liver, sending gratitude for all of the amazing things that your body does each and every day without you even thinking about it. And recognizing our body's natural ability to heal, thanking all of our cells for regenerating new each day. And breathing this light through our stomach, through our intestines, through the reproductive organs, settling down in the pelvic floor, twirling through your hips, down your legs, and all the way to the tips of your toes, filling your body with light. And I invite for you to take just a few gentle breaths in your own space, at your own pace, and imagining the light within your body circling and moving freely, releasing any remaining tension within the body. Now I invite you to bring your awareness to your third eye, directly in the center of your mind. And we're going to imagine this space within our mind, the very center, connected to your third eye. And we're going to build a space around it. However you'd like, just imagining a space around your third eye. And allowing this space to be intentional, clear, and connected. intentionally moved by Source. And I invite you to put a bit of peace into this space, allowing your mind to relax and ease, knowing that you are exactly as you are meant to be, whole and complete in this now moment, safe, loved. And I'm going to invite you to imagine this beautiful ball of energy around your third eye, now expanding through your mind, into your body, until it forms a beautiful shell all the way around your body, connecting with your energetic field, your aura. And we're going to take one more nice deep breath in, filling your lungs, expanding into your body, and releasing. As you feel called, I invite you to allow yourself to just bring a smile to your face. Feel the warm sensation within your body and bring your awareness back into this now moment, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, wiggling your knees and your nose, and opening your eyes whenever you feel ready. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me in this space today. I'm so excited to be able to see how we are going to do this 12 card spread. This is going to be an exciting thing. So I think what would work best is for everyone in their own space right now to go ahead and pull your 12 cards. Just take a moment, shuffle your deck, hold your intention within your heart to see what it is that you need to see, for Spirit to show you what it is that you need to know, and to just be open to receive whatever messages are meant for you for this next 12-month cycle that we will be experiencing. And you'll know when it's time to start pulling cards. One will either jump out at you, you'll feel inclined to stop, or you'll just simply feel, sometimes you'll feel a tingle, sometimes I don't know, it's a little different every time. So just trust your sensation. Whenever you've got your 12 cards, okay. I may have bitten off a big task, but that's all right. We're here for it. So the first card, okay, of everyone in your own space, right? Your own space. Each card that you pull, the first card will be the first month. So
Okay.
if you have a tarot deck and you have the book that goes with it, and you're just learning how to do this, yes, perfect. Yes, Erin's got the gist. So you'll find your first card and you'll find your book and you'll read out of your book. I don't have my book for my deck that I brought with me, of course, but that's all right. And that is that for the gist of it, for the one that's just learning can know that that's going to be the theme of the month for your upcoming January for the first card. So I guess what I think we'll do is let's just share as we all feel called in this collective space. And I think if we want to each kind of just chime in a little bit on what we all got for our first month, and then that'll be we'll move on. And tonight's maybe let's just, whenever we share, let's keep our shares concise, short and sweet, since we're planning on doing 12 cards. Does that sound cool to everybody? Okay. All right, sweet.
Are we
So
doing anything
January.
special to pick a card? I missed the intro.
Oh goodness, Jen, that's okay. So we just hold the cards in our hands and we're shuffling with our intention. You'll know when to stop shuffling. Sometimes you'll get like a tingle inside. Sometimes you'll hear the word stop. Sometimes you'll just have a card pop out. Sometimes you'll just feel called to stop. It's different for everybody and it's different every time. So really, it's up to you. If none of
Okay.
that happens and you just set the deck down and start flipping cards over, that is a-okay. It is perfect and divine by design because you are doing it. So
Okay, so we're just picking January for right now.
I went ahead and I laid all 6 cards, or 12. I laid all 12 months in front of me. That's how I chose to do it. You can
Okay.
do it if you'd like, just by pulling one card at a time, because as a newer reader, it can be a little overwhelming to have 12 cards in front of you, and then your mind can also start thinking. So I fully support you just pulling one card if that's where your comfort level is.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Does anybody else have any more questions? I love questions. Okay, so if no one has any more questions, I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to share what I have for the first month. And then, like I said, we'll pass the talking stick around and we'll let everybody share a little bit about what January looks like on their end. And we're all collective. So these are all collective messages. So if you are here, these messages are for you. And hi, Alexis, welcome in. And hi, Shelly, thanks for joining. And hi to all of our other amazing friends. We're doing Tarot and Chill a little different tonight, so thanks for playing. We love to play here in the Cove. All right, the card I got is the 6 of Coins. Love this depiction of the 6 of Coins. The 6 of Coins represents to me the abundance that is meant for us via inheritance from our ancestors. So this is a message about things that you have been working on, that you've been putting together, stuff that you've been cultivating, maybe knowledge that you've been learning, skills of trade. Maybe it's a business that you're working on. Maybe it's just learning more about your history or your ancestry. But whatever it is that you've been working on, it is coming within this January field. But this isn't the 10 of Pentacles, right? This is the 6 of Pentacles. So this is abundance that comes in the form of like, why am I getting the image of like, the checks that you, or the $20 that you get in your Christmas card, right? It's like you get that from your grandma and it makes your heart so happy. You're like, oh my gosh, thank you, grandma. I love you. You're so thoughtful. It's that like, it's that form of abundance. So if that resonates for you guys, another huge thing I see within this card is that there's a lot of variety around you. There's a lot of different ways for this abundance to look and to come in. And so if this January you may find yourself not feeling super abundant, or maybe in a place of lack, Spirit and your angels and your ancestors are guiding you to look around you in so many beautiful ways, because abundance shows itself in many, many forms. So yeah, that's what I have. Passing the talking stick.
So mine kind of goes along with yours, so I'm gonna share. I got the Page of Cups, and I want to read what the book says because I don't know this deck very well, but can I just say that I love this deck, and Stella chewed up my other one, so I finally got a replacement one. This is the Lightseers, and I love that this card has, if you look in the corner, it has the heart hands. Like he's reaching out and he's doing heart hands. So, anyways, the book says really quick. A dreamer, serendipity, creativity, new unexpected trajectories, magic and synchronicity, an open and joyful heart, sensitivity and naivete. I can't say the word. Naivete and romance. Being motivated by innovative ideas. It says there's serendipity and magic here, like the first breath of love or a very first kiss. Anything is possible at this time. Be open to wildly wonderful miracles. This is the when pigs fly card, and holding it in your hand is a sign that unforeseen yet fortuitous, is that how you say it? Yet fortuitous events are coming to your way, bringing childlike enthusiasm to the unknown and welcome any unexpected twist on your journey. Be open to inspiration from the strangest of places and pay attention to the intuitive musings that arise. They will give you creativity wings. As you enjoy this time of strangely unique thinking, ensure that you are not being overly sensitive or blocking your own flow because you are trying to control the process. Oh, that's a very important point. Don't try to control the process. Allow your emotions to follow the breadcrumbs of joy. Ooh, I follow the breadcrumbs of joy. I like that. Play a little more, do something silly, stay curious about any feelings of wonder and awe, and allow your sensitive dreamer to dream. And then it has that quote that says, "The world is my flourishing oyster, and I am excited to see what happens next." So, like Kristen was saying, you don't know what it's going to look like exactly, but don't try to control the situation. Just have fun. January, I feel like, is a month of just having fun, just reuniting with yourself and like what brings you joy. So, I love that I got that card. Next.
I got something that I think also kind of dovetails off of Kristen's pull as well. For January, sticking with the Pentacles, I got the Four of Pentacles. So I think the abundance and things that Kristen was talking about coming in January, um, you you may feel inclined to hold on to that for a rainy day. Um, you never know what the January is, the start of a brand new year, and we're just finding out what might lie in store for the rest of the year. So I think the message of this card is, although you may be coming into some abundance, don't go spend it all in one place overnight, and hold on to it so that you
Ouch,
elongate
Jen.
that financial
Ouch.
security.
Sorry. I just say ouch because I just spent a lot of money today. Sorry. Okay.
Uh-oh. Right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I got for January.
You guys are doing amazing. I love this. This is so good. Sweet.
Erin, do you have a card or am I good to go? Erin, you're on mute, so I don't know if you're answering or not. If you don't have a card, I'll go ahead. Okay. I got Shallow Grave. You missed someone. So this goes along with basically what's going on for me, at least, with Mercury retrograde and releasing past relationships that didn't fully complete. and just being able to let go of that energy and release everything that should have been released in 2022 but didn't quite get there. So that's what I have for the energy for this month, specifically with this full moon and Mercury retrograde happening at the same time. Very, very emotional releasing of relationships that should have been left last year.
I love that, Amanda. That's a beautiful card, by the way. Gorgeous, gorgeous imagery. Beautiful. Does anybody else have any further messages that they would like to add to January?
I do, but I'm just scrolling through the PDF of the book that I found. So, okay, found it. The internet, so good. So I got the 7 of, oh, one sec. Mistake. Okay. So I got the 7 of Wands. It's really cute. Can I ask a basic tarot question real quick?
You absolutely may, 100%.
Okay, great. What's the difference between upright and reversed?
That's a really great question. So some books will tell you, like the beautiful little book that I have, it actually, I don't know if I can even, in the description box, you can't read this, it's tiny and backwards, but the point being is that it'll tell you, it'll say, this is what the card means, and then down below it'll say, in upright, it means surrender, and in reverse, it means resolution. So that can be a one way to learn how the cards mean. Some books will tell you. If your book does not tell you, or if you would like to read it intuitively, that is another. Some
Okay.
readers do it too. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. My book says that, but what I mean is, what does it mean when the card's upright or reversed? I don't.
So the difference between it being upright or reversed is really just a matter of what message needs to come through. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's just sometimes the message is a little bit different. So the cards coming in reversed helps display a different message. Does that help?
How do I know?
Do you
Okay,
know?
so-
Do you mean
how
like?
do you know? Oh,
yeah,
how do you know?
how do I know? Because my brain thought there was 2 of every card in the deck, and I just realized it's not. So now my logic brain is very confused.
That's okay. Yeah,
Could be upside down.
Oh, but I'm OCD and I make sure they're all facing the same way.
But sometimes spirit has their own mind and it wants to pop out in reverse.
Okay, so if I
Not
pulled,
all, yeah,
okay,
not all tarot readers read reversals either. So if you have that aversion to cards being in reverse, then you might not be a reader that does reversals, and that's okay.
Okay, this makes total sense now. Thank you. We're
Welcome.
talking about the orientation of the card when I pull it out of the deck. Okay, thank you. So back to the story. I got this cute cat batting off things, and this says, while you may be outnumbered by your enemies, rest assured that your position on the high precipice gives you a distinct advantage. Stand your ground and you'll have no trouble batting them over the edge. You have the upper paw. Rest assured you are in full control. And I was a little puzzled by that at first because I try not to, in my life, say that I have enemies because I think that's us versus them philosophy and a little divisive. So then I realized, especially at the start of the year, the things I'm trying to prevail against and show a little tenacity against are just my regular everyday things, like bills, adjusting the food I'm eating, all the different habits and patterns. And so that's kind of how I'm taking it. And since it's the start of the year, this is kind of where I'm at the most, like getting things in order and getting things in line for the next 11 months. So that makes sense to me.
Thank you, Erin. That was beautiful. Beautiful. And I loved your question. Thank you for asking. Questions are always welcome here.
Thank you so much. Oh gosh.
It's plethora of wisdom in the room. So always ask. Always ask. Sweet. Well, does anybody else have any more January messages, or do we want to move on to February, friends? Do we feel? Yeah, that was a whole bunch of yeses. Let's do it. February. What's February got, Spirit? Okay, Spirit has wands. Now I feel called to read my little book. I went and got it. It is what it is. The Ace of Wands. However, it's funny we talked about reversals because it came out sideways, which is kind of a incident that you're like, is this reversed? Is this upright? Is it down? So the way that I'm reading this Ace of Wands is that we're going to have a lot of creative passion, a lot of ambition, a lot of desires, right? Because we have things that we've been working on, that we've planted the seeds for, that we've been growing, that we've been developing, right? So with it coming in sideways, this is the message of like, are you going to choose to take the action, or are you going to choose to wait? Are you going to follow through, or are you going to let it brew? And it's like seeing that neither way is good nor bad. You know, it's like if you don't take action on it now, you take action on it later. That's okay, because that just means that later was for you and meant for you. But I think also there's a message here about taking matters into your own hands and being able to see that, like, you hold the creative power. You have everything inside of you. You have the divine wisdom and the inspiration and the guidance, the ability. But then it's up to you to move the brush. It's up to you to take those strokes. You know, it's like well, for me, I'm a painter, so a lot of times I see it in painting, and this is actually a paintbrush. Well, it's a calligraphy brush, but either way. So it's like whenever I go to start a painting, I start off with this beautiful idea in my mind of what I want to see, and then I have to keep showing up every day. And some days I don't like the painting. Some days I think the painting looks terrible, and I'm like, ooh, why am I even doing this? This looks so bad. But I keep showing up and I keep building the painting. And then at some point I'm like, okay, this is starting to look something like what I want it to. And maybe this painting's gone through like 10 different phases before it finally gets to where I feel comfortable. And maybe it ends up looking nothing like what I thought it was going to look like in the beginning, but it's perfect. It's exactly right. And so, you know, it's like being okay with where your journey is, but also understanding that you hold that brush to be able to move it forward. The book says, the magic paintbrush. The Ace of Wands represents inspiration, a sudden creative force. The magic paintbrush embodies these qualities with passion and daring. The magical moment right before the ink hits the paper and all dreams and possibilities are within reach. Excitement, creativity, a spark, growth, and new beginnings. So, yeah, it's a little bit of a mixed energy there for February, but overall feeling positive.
I'm so excited because mine goes perfectly with yours. So I got Snow Angel, the signs are with you already. So I got pretty much the same message. Here, bring it closer for everyone. Pretty much the same message, that you already have all the tools you need in order to move forward with whatever your project is that you're wanting to move forward with. So whether it be creative or a job or even just organizing your house, you already have all the tools that you need. You don't need to keep searching, they're already there. You just need to go and do it. So yay.
Amanda, can you hold the face up of that real quick, too close? I feel like that's just such an attitude of like, I'm a boss babe and I know it. And like I don't give a hootenanny that it is cold outside, but I'm gonna wear my sexy dress. I don't care.
Yeah.
Wait. Did you just say hootenanny?
I did.
Okay. Just checking.
Look, I know we say not for kids, but I like to keep it kid friendly because we never know who's listening. So, yes, I said hootenanny. That's right.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding. But also my card goes with hers too, because I have angel wings too. So
yeah.
whenever you're done.
No, I'm just pointing out that she made a little snow angel as well.
Oh my gosh, I made a snow angel the other day.
So yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, so for February, I got Temperance. And it is the higher self angel, also a divine masculine energy. But I feel like this is more like balancing the divine masculine and feminine energy with this card. Is kind of what it's saying. Because like, see how he's kind of juggling the two energy ball energies or whatever, or he's just balancing them. He's not really juggling them. He's just, well, I guess that's the sun and the moon. But anyway, so it says alchemy. Temperance is the alchemist of life. So this goes along with what you guys are saying, because you have all the tools, right? You are the alchemist. And it calls you to create your purposeful blend using moderation. Using moderation and patience as ingredients. Where are you focusing your precious energy right now? Maybe you've been overdoing it in your social life, or binging on television, food, drinks, or overspending. Damn, Spirit's calling me out hard today. But it was worth it, y'all. I got a cute haircut, okay? And some cute clothes and stuff I needed. Anyways, so it says, hold on, or binging on television, food or drinks, overspending, maybe focusing on a relationship that is depleting more energy than it is replenishing, being wholly materialistic, or being wholly materialistic versus wholly spiritual. We live in a world of extreme passions and heated hustle. So slowing down your desire for excess in any one area of your life may be harder than you think. Don't do drastic right now. Stay away from all or nothing choices. Clearing your energy of extremes will foster a dynamic, nourishing flow that is aligned with your perfect alchemical purpose. Seek equilibrium and be mindful of your resources while fusing all of the elements to achieve a beautiful balance. And then the affirmation is, I walk the middle path and I nourish my spiritual wholeness. Yeah, you're the alchemist and you have all the tools. You just have to make good choices that are in alignment with the direction of the flow that you're trying to go. And don't sabotage your flow. Going back to last month's kind of just, and I'm noticing this is my spread, obviously, too. So it's a theme, obviously, I need to work on. But hopefully maybe that helps somebody else too.
I also got some hit resonated on manifesting. I got the Queen of Swords. There we go. And the things that stood out for me in relation to the other messages that I'm hearing for February is that you need to, now's the time to stand up for yourself and be clear about your wants and needs. As Lala was just saying, you need to have that clarity in order to call that timeline in. So you need to be clear on what it is that you want to call in, so that you call in the thing that is intended. So that's kind of what I got for February.
I feel called out by Jen. It's cool, but yes, yes. Okay. Does anybody else have a card that they'd like to offer for February?
Oh, yeah.
Erin, are you good? Go for it.
Was anyone saying my name? Oh, okay.
We vibe here. You know, it's like not always clear on whose turn it is. Sometimes somebody just jumps in.
I'm very self-conscious of interrupting people.
Oh, no worries. You don't have to worry about that here. We vibing.
So I got the Queen of Cups. This one says, the Queen of Cups may symbolize you or someone in your life. Roses bring love and blessings and positive influence abound. You are in your comfort zone, filled with comfort, love, and kindness. This time calls for compassion and special emphasis on self-care. I think that fits every month, but February, I guess in particular because of Valentine's Day. So I think pretty good reminder for me to think about that. Maybe to prevent Valentine's Day lonely girl blues. So seems pretty apropos.
I love that. Yes. Please, please, please. Yeah, it's always important. I feel like even if you have, well, you know, a loved one on Valentine's Day, it's easy to fall into those lonely girl blues. So self love.
Valentine's Day is about love. It's not about relationships.
Well,
It's
we
about
know
love
that, but
too.
like,
I know
whenever you whenever you go out into the world and you see other people doing the people things and you're like, "Oh, maybe I should be doing the people things." But then you come to the Cove and you see all of us doing community people things. It's like, "Oh, it's okay."
Look, my higher self knows that, but this is Earth me.
Yeah.
I've
All the compassion for Earth me.
I've always celebrated Valentine's Day as the day of love. I used to go out and buy like as many roses as I could afford and would just wander around and hand them out to all of my friends to make sure everybody got a gift on Valentine's Day. That's just Valentine's Day is about showing people you love them, not about your boyfriend getting you chocolates.
I agree. Let's set a new standard for Valentine's Day, for Galentine's Day. I like that, Flash. Let's set a new standard. So, yeah, for 2023 and out, Valentine's Day is hereby set the day for love for all people in humanity, and we will all show our love for each other equally, abundantly, and unconditionally. And there it is. So forth, law of seven. Okay. If you know, you know. All right, are we ready to move on, or do we have any final messages for February? Feeling good? I kind of like want to give an extra special Valentine's message for February, so I'm gonna pull an affirmation for February, just so that way for those of you that are actually watching this in February, you're like, oh yeah, affirmation. What do we need to know for Galentine's? Speak. Every single word you speak is a seed of intention. Choose your words wisely. And then we also have value. Take stock of the beauty in your life. There is already so much around you to be grateful for. Okay.
I love and value each of you equally.
Yes. Agreed. All right, well, let's see. January, February, March. Let's move on. Let's march this parade into the next season. Because March is whenever it starts to get a little bit warmer. Not a lot, but a little bit, at least if you're in my part of the USA. I have the King of Cups for March. I love this energy going into March because you've got a build up of your creative passion and energy, but being wise and aware of how we're doing this. And then owning your shtiddle bits and all the things, okay? Because you are standing up in March and you are saying that I am able to hold my emotional depths and I am able to utilize them to compel me. So, like, you know, if you used to do things that you got nervous about, you now are able to turn your nervous energy into the confidence that you have, you know, to be able to move forward. The King of Cups says, this is the boy and the dragon pearl. It's a Chinese legend. And it's the King of Cups was once a little boy, but has matured into a powerful dragon. He is kind but fiercely protective of those he loves. He is connected to the deep, dark waters of the subconscious, and he possesses great patience and wisdom. This is devotion, loyalty, faithfulness, wisdom, and generosity. So March is really about being fully devoted, all in, and almost in a sense of like protecting. I'm kind of getting an image of like maybe you're working on bringing something forward. Maybe you're putting together a project or a event, a podcast. I don't know. I'm seeing a bunch of different things because we've got a larger collective. But whatever it is, March is going to be this is like your baby, and you're not going to let anybody kind of push it or deter it or move it. You're going to be very strongly set in your boundaries and in your goals, and you're going to feel really confident about whatever it is that you're doing come March. Yep, that's it. That's what I got.
I gotta piggyback on that. So also, I got the Page of Wands. So a lot of creative energy that we've been building in January and February. It's going to be wanting to be expressed, and you're doing more things that bring you joy in the process. Will help that creativity to flow. So it says, cannot lie. It says, explosive creativity and infectious enthusiasm, ideas aplenty, creative beginnings, a newly found inspiration, honing a new skill or passion, curiosity, or trying new things, gifting yourself permission to dream. I like that, gifting yourself permission. Great energy for creative ideas and brainstorming, and a youthful spark. So the Page of Wands is a free spirit who carries infectious enthusiasm with her. Delight in her youthful, raw, and exuberant creative energy, and pay attention to the new ideas that are bubbling to the surface at this time. You will find flashes of inspiration here, inspiration that comes bundled with massive potential. If you're feeling the creator angst of not having any solid plans to bring these insights to life, let go of your need to formalize your plans right now. So I think that's important to like reiterate, that just because you have all these like inspiration ideas and things like that you want to do doesn't mean that you have to do all those things right now. There's a process to these things that has to come into fruition. It's like Kristen said, it's your baby, so you want to nurture it, you want to grow it, you want your ideas to expand on it, and as it develops, see how it progresses. You wouldn't want it any other way, to be like just all of a sudden, oh, it's done, here it is. No, this is whatever project it is or whatever that it is for you. Nurture that, but also allow it to be, if the inspiration's not flowing right now, it will. But maybe you don't need to take action right away, but you will do some things, right? Like it's not, I don't know, just patience, I guess, is the main thing. It doesn't mean you have to jump for joy and go all gung ho if you're not ready to take that leap yet. So it says, giving your ideas the space they need to develop before sharing them prematurely will allow their wings to fully form. Their potency is limitless. Let them breathe. Spend any extra time in the pursuit of the imagination. And if you are feeling any lack of ambition or drive, or feeling devoid of the inspiration that this card illuminates, know that you will find this fire when you allow yourself to dream. And then the quote, it says, as the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame. That reminds me of Mystic Spider-Man. Shout out to Brendan, the dreamer of the dream. Because what did he used to always say? Something like that.
The dream within the dream.
The dream within the dream, yes. So as the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame. So I feel like March is really about reigniting that passion of what is your passion for that project that you were working on? Why is it so important for you, and reigniting that spark? That's all I got.
I love that. I just wanted to add on because I was looking at this card and I noticed while you were talking, Lala, there's these little crabs at the bottom, these little crabby crabs. And crabs are related to Cancer, also just being kind of, tethered by our emotions. But what I was seeing in this was that it's like, you're good, you've got this core truth, right? This whatever it is that's important to you, and maybe whatever this thing is that's important to you, sometimes your own emotions drag you off course, sometimes other people drag you off course, sometimes life drags you off course. But no matter what happens in life or around you or even within you, this core truth remains the same. Is it's important to you and you keep coming back to it. And so it's almost like just being able to see where you're going to be fiercely guided to not back down from this, but also you may be challenged by your own self in this. So, like your emotions one day may be like guiding you off course, but then your inner truth, your core is going to be nagging or pulling you back to it. And so it's like when you're in those moments of feeling like you're almost being torn from the inside, it helps you gain that strength, that inner knowing of what your truth is. And it also, I think, helps us to see the separation between us and our emotions, like who we really are and how our emotions are just these thoughts and feelings and energies that move all around us. So for whoever that resonates with. Erin, did you have a card? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump in front of you.
No, that's okay. I wouldn't have remembered any order anyway, so slow reveal. I got the 3 of Cups. And this one says, who doesn't love a good celebration, a display of abundance, with drinks spilling over and too many treats to eat in good conscience? Go ahead. The time to indulge is now. Keep it lighthearted and filled with love. Don't be afraid to show off your hidden talents. Enjoy being both independent and part of a group. And I can see March specifically as maybe one of my last times to have some friend gatherings before I make a big life change and have to focus really hard on moving. And so that may be my last time to kind of like slack off, party for a weekend before things get serious. So I like that.
Thank you, Erin. I love the collective message too of the kitties eating, spilling drinks, and like some kitties are like enjoying all of the spilled drinks and treats, and some kitties are like, I'm cool, I don't need that extra treat. Yeah. Sweet. All right, friends. Well, do we feel called to move on to the next? April. I'm going to, wait, yes, Amanda, yes. I was gonna say, I didn't think we heard from Jen yet either. I'm not sure if Jen had a, card, but go for it.
Sorry, my neighbors were drilling into my wall at 10 o'clock at night for some strange reason, so that's why I had to.
Wow, that's intense.
Oh wow, that sounds like the Three of Saws.
Right. Yes.
As I was saying, I'm gonna make this one really quick because they're really loud, and as you can see, my son's really upset. But two little witches, and it says magical space cleaning time, March, spring cleaning, both spiritual and physical. Right.
So clean in March. Yeah, right before that's good. Oh, Amanda sending you and your baby's love for the drilling noise happening. You might also, it might also be a message for March that you might have some unnecessary noise in your life happening. Maybe internal noise, maybe external noise, maybe a little bit of both. All right. Well, let's move on then. If we're feeling called and ready. April. Okay. All right. All right, April, I see you. April showers bring May flowers. Isn't that what the rule is? Okay, so April reveals the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about feeling betrayed. It's also about being able to see where in life we have kind of bound ourselves or restricted ourselves. And so, with the energies of everything that we've had building up so far in the year, I think April's really going to be a spot for you to see where you can challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone, to also challenge yourself to see the lies maybe that you've been telling yourself about whatever it is that you're experiencing with yourself. There's no harm sometimes to lie to ourselves to move through scenarios or to push into to new levels. But this April is really going to be about being honest and authentic and being able to see where in your life are either self put restrictions or blocks put in because of situations or people within your life. And this I anytime I get a card like this, I always pull another one for clarity, so it's kind of driving me crazy not having that additional card. So I'm gonna pass it and let the clarity come from others. Yeah.
Sorry, you don't need a clarity card because this one, it says it all. 8 of Cups. Okay. So going off of what you just said, this is going to be a time where we're analyzing and evaluating what we are going to walk away from and what is no longer serving us and holding us back, that we just finally need to just walk away and don't look back. And that could be whatever it is for you. Some shiesty energy in April, potentially. But it also says letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you, a ritual releasing, a time to move stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one, abandonment, and disappointment. And it says, she has released her last cup into the sea and her bowl burning ceremony is over. Is it time to walk away from something in your life? Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There's nothing more healing or more powerful Find your resolve and untether any anchors that are holding you back. Through your disillusioned heart, though your disillusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, or ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused or jumping from thing to thing, know that you're entering a mystical period of intense shifting and that releasing old stories will help you to travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. And then it says the quote is, I walk away from negativity and choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. I love that. I think that speaks for everything. Nothing else needs to be said about that. No more clarifying questions about that.
Thank you, Lala. That was beautiful. Actually, I read the book for this card, and it did add a little too. So I'm gonna read the book just to add, and it's the share continued. So, the Four of Swords is the Norse mythology. Where is it? The Four of Swords signals a pause in battle. The Norse gods know that the wolf Fenrir will bring about the end of the world, so they have him bound and chained. While he still represents a threat, for now there is respite. This card represents sanctuary, recouping, meditation, passivity, and counseling. Okay.
Um,
Erin, do you have any hopeful messages for us in April?
Sure, why not? I mean, I don't know. The card is the card. I can't.
No, I think even leaving negativity behind is hopeful, but go ahead.
Yeah. So I got the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know what a pentacle is, but I assume it's like a tentacle. But so we'll just roll with that.
The pentacles are like finances. It'll represent like
uh,
abundance, but it's
okay,
like the coin, right?
that makes a lot more sense. And this one says, you can see the bowl of cereal, you know exactly what you want, but there's hard work ahead to make it yours. Plan, set realistic goals. Success is yours with patience and persistence. So, I mean, that kind of says what it means.
Yeah, it really goes in alignment.
Decode that one. Sometimes the universe and spirit is a mystery, and sometimes it's just like, do the work. But what I do like about this is that it's clearly defined that you know what your goals are, or you know what you're trying to achieve, and you're just about there. So in that way, that is pretty helpful. This little kitty wants the food. It's the food.
The kitty's like, please, sir, can I have some more?
Please, I don't want to do the work. I just want you to hand me the bowl. And the bowl guy's like, no, kitty, do the work, then you can have your bowl. All right, beautiful. I love it. No, I think April is going to be a really great month. I think these kind of months offer a lot of clarity, and sometimes we can be a little bit apprehensive to enter into those, moments of clarity. But just think about all of the many ways that you're going to be able to continue to grow and evolve from the clarity. And there's something to be said about doing the work. It's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes. Maybe we don't always want to do it, but it is so cool whenever you can see your effort and hard work like directly related to the payoff or the coming out. It's like I'll come back to the painting reference. It's like, there's nothing like putting that signature on the painting and just being like, wow, this is done. And like just being able to see it for what all it is. And no one will ever know what all it is. Only I will really know because I'm the artist that created it. But it doesn't have to matter because other people are still going to be able to enjoy it for what it is for them. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be the same thing.
Your life is a living mural. It is never finished.
I think they're stopped for a minute. I think. I'm hoping. I got Grumpy Red Fairy, and it says be your true self. So April's gonna be all about authenticity and being able to be your authentic self with all your flaws and everything. If you feel like being grumpy, be grumpy, feel all your feelings, but just let everyone see who you are on the inside and out. So everything that's come up until this point, that's when we're all really going to be stepping into our power and really letting ourselves shine.
Okay, but can we just talk about how that card, like, I feel like that card embodies Amanda for some reason. Like, it just looks like you.
Really does, because she does that too very well.
Yeah, but like literally, this is me right this second.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I love it when the cards match. It's always good. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to add to April, or are we ready to move to May? Moving on to May. We're moving on to May. All right. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, okay. That's pretty good. We're coming up from May, so Wands in reverse is like at one point you had lofty goals that seemed like they were dreams far, far away, and now you have lofty goals that are dreams not so far, far away. It's like being able to see how you have climbed the ladder to get to where you wanted to go, but now it's no longer climbing. You're just able to simply walk and step and be. So May, it's like all of the hard work and tension that has been building up throughout the year is going to start to feel like it's releasing and moving in May. It's going to feel like a burst of fresh energy. I'm almost feeling like you're just going to have this energy about you that is sure and steadfast, but also malleable. It's like not having to work so hard to get to where you want to go. But I'm also just seeing this continuous loop of like, you know, healing is not linear. So sometimes it feels like we're 10 steps ahead, and other times it feels like we just slid down that ladder and now we're way back here. But remember, at all points in times you truly are moving forward. So don't be disillusioned by where you think you are, and don't let that disillusionment keep you from doing the things that you want to do. Just do the things, keep showing up, basically. Okay, pass.
I got one. So for May, I love this because I got the Hierophant in reversed, and the Hierophant is card number 5. May is number 5, and Hierophant number 5. But it's in reverse. So with this, I'm getting, so like typically the Hierophant's like a very wise, like learning the lesson type of card, right? And it's like the stairway to heaven, like he's reaching enlightenment about something, right? I know, right? Look at that. That's amazing. So hold that card up again, Kristen. Well, like say something so it switches to you.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can see 2 stairs.
So, okay, but we came in reverse. So what I'm getting with this is like releasing, almost like unlearning, if that makes sense. So like unlearning things that we thought we already knew about life or about our life or about things in the world. And like the way that he's just kind of laughing, like it's like, but be easy about it. Like it's like comical, like when you realize that pattern or that thing that you had to unlearn or unprogram, it'll be funny. So I want to read the reverse on this though, because again, I don't really know this deck. So it says, outdated systems or ways of thinking, dogma, rebelling against societal norms, abuse of power, stagnation, ego-based leadership, and need to connect with spirit. It says, as you search for your divine truth, you create frameworks of belief that help you to expand your consciousness and ground your faith into this reality. If you've been stuck in an old tradition or a structured way of acting or being that is no longer serving you, it is time to let it fall away in order to make the space for a better version of you. So it's again like a continuation of that, like walking away from that that no longer serves you, letting it fall away. It says, the Hierophant serves as a gateway between divine source and the seeker to be open to new paradigms, perspectives, and teachers in your life. Look to the patterns around you and strive to understand your own internal compass. Know that while there is wisdom in the teachings of the mystics, the voice of your own heart is the one voice that matters the most. Find the wisdom of the heavens within. I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence.
That's beautiful, Lala. Thank you.
Erin, are you ready, or do you want me to go first? Okay, I can go then. So I have Angel of Alchemy, and it says miracle. So this feels like it kind of goes along with the rest of the messages for May, that also with the message for February, really. But we're going to be taking all of the energy and integrating it and creating our own miracles in May. It the message I'm getting is weird because kind of manifesting, but kind of not at the same time. It just changing things internally so that you can change things externally, if that makes sense to anybody at all right now. But that's what's going on for May, is creating miracles in your life by changing internally.
Okay, and I got the 10 of Wands, and this one is saying, Understandably, you're exhausted. Yeah. Look at all the goodies you've acquired. It may be the home stretch, but it's not time to let your guard down. Don't take on more than your fair share of burden and responsibility. Believe it or not, you have even more treats coming your way, but it'll take a little bit longer. I guess I'm kind of seeing it as like really positive because you're going to reach your goals, but also don't rest on your laurels or get complacent, which is certainly the case. I'm taking this very personally right now. Thanks, card. But it is a good reminder, even though personally going into good things, those good things also are going to come with a lot of hard work as well. That'll lead to more good things and the cycle repeats. And that's great. And it symbolizes this little kitty. He has all the toys. They did real well. And I'm finding these very appropriate so far.
Beautiful, Erin. Thank you. All right, well, we're ready. Does anyone have any other messages for April? May? April, May.
That was May.
Yeah, my bad.
That was May, right? Oh no.
You're right. Yeah. We're on to June. We're on to June. All right, ready for June? Let's do it. Middle of the year. Let's go. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, June's gonna be on fire, guys. Okay. Whoo, this is good. This is good energy for June. June for me is like, I don't know why, but for some reason every year June is like just it's the weather's good. I don't know what the deal is, but anyways, this is funny. The June that we'll have for 2023 is the King of Wands. This King of Wands is the Phoenix, like the Phoenix rising in their own way. Again, I'm being brought back to this wand, it's like we started the year off with our wand in our hand and our like start of intentions, our thoughts, our ideas, like, oh, we're going to manifest, we're going to do the things, right? But now look at us. We're still holding that wand, right? But look at the energy we hold. Look at how different we are. Look at how confident we shine. It's being able to do your thing and do it confidently and do it without question or doubt, but also doing it in a way that you've never done it before. This is like you've transformed, you've released the old you've become this new embodied version, and you're experiencing life through a way that is just really positive. I'm also seeing the sun in this card. I've never noticed that before. The tip of the wand it looks like the sun, and the sun represents happiness and abundance in all forms, the gift of prosperity. And so being able to see how June's really going to be the culmination of, we started the year off with abundance and we move into this level of it's like the next level. You started the year off with an idea of what you wanted and with like bits and pieces, and now you have the whole piece put together, ready to go and to move forward. So yeah, beautiful energy. Let's go. Let's see who else. Well, actually, let's read all right, let's read the book. I keep doing that after I move forward. Let's do it. Let's just do it now. Where is the King of Wands, my dear? King of Wands. The last page of the book. It says East Asia mythology. The King of Wands is a symbol of strength. The legend of the phoenix spans many cultures, but in all of them, the firebird represents nobility, rebirth, strength, and loyalty, honesty, passion, leadership, charm, and flexibility. You know what? Real quick before I do pass, this is making a lot of sense, because if June were being reborn, right? We're feeling renewed. What is all of this that we just went through, right? What is the culmination of the accepting and the creating and the knowing and I don't know. I just got a really beautiful like reverence for the path. Okay, pass. Who's next?
I'll go ahead. I'm actually gonna read from the book this time because that's what I got called to do. So we got Storm Angel. So she says collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energies. Now, the thing I love about this book and these cards is that the cards have a direct message that they speak out. So that's what I'm going to read. So it says, there's nothing wrong at all with difference. Diversity is wonderful. Shadows and light are beautiful and necessary and can coexist in harmony. But certain kinds of difference do not blend. Like oil and water, they separate and cannot coexist in harmony. Therefore, I bring change. And when change comes, for some it's simple, easy, and flowing. For others, dramatic, erratic, wild, and full of static. Like I said, I appear when two forms of energy collide, high and low. I then appear to burn away the old and create a clear, fresh vibration, where all that is stale and fearful and unpleasant has been cleared away. The wonderful thing about this challenging collision is that while you'll be nudged out of your comfort zone, which apparently I'm sitting in right now, you'll also realize just how much has changed and how far you've come. The results will be worth the pressure, trust me. When I appear, know that it's natural for people to feel tension, to become even more entrenched in their beliefs, and to refuse to let go. The only approach you can take right now is to clearly and powerfully remain in integrity. Do not compromise who you are out of a misguided notion of being compassionate. You must speak the truth that is in your heart and stay committed to that truth. So that's the message.
Wow, Amanda, mine goes right with yours. So there was a reason why I was told to hesitate to read mine, because yours had to come first to make it make sense. Because I was like, what? So because I got 5 of Wands reversed, and 5 of Wands is typically like arguments with people and conflicts and like battles and it could be internal struggles, it could be actually with people. But going off what you're saying, let's see what the book says, because it says shadow seer, because it came in reverse, an opportunity to collaborate in group fighting or arguments, being overly competitive, not following the rules, a tendency to avoid conflict to your detriment. That one hit me just now. A tendency to avoid conflict to your detriment. I sometimes do that. So a little rivalry can be a good thing. It can push us to become the very best versions of ourselves and to move quicker than we would if we were alone. Allow opposition and challenges to help you to evolve your methods and push beyond self-imposed limitations. If competition becomes unhealthy and you are experiencing the shadow side of conflict or ambition, it's time to take a step back and retreat from energies that are hindering your progress. Sometimes the need to be right or personal feelings around being questioned or challenged can interfere with the ability to see your path clearly. So you may need to fly solo for a bit in order to reevaluate your options. While clashing egos can slow everything down, they can also propel success. Choose to excel. Look for healthy competition or collaboration that inspires and motivates you. Learn from others and use competing energies as a way to enrich your experience. And then the quote is, I support others and they support me, and we rise together in accelerated harmony. Oh, that rhymes. So that makes sense why yours had to come first, because there is some kind of like conflict that's going to happen, but we have choices of how we deal with that and rise above it, and essentially like put the wands down. Like you just stop fighting about it, just let it go.
Okay, June. June. King of Pentacles. And this one says, the king likes the finer things in life, and he's entitled. He has worked for everything within his reach. Although perhaps he's not as clever as the queen, his ambition means big rewards. Giant jars of rewards even. Abundance is great, but he warns you to make the most of your treats. And so I'm just kind of feeling a little bit of the theme here. Still reminding that abundance and everything is coming and rewards are coming and good things are coming, but also to use wisely and not be indulgent is what I'm getting. And so I think that makes a lot of sense. Also, this cat is eating something called tuna time.
Love that. That reminded me of Christmas this year, right before Christmas. I don't know what happened, but like all of my friends and everybody just gave me a bunch of chocolate. It was insane.
Um,
I had like 6 different bags filled with chocolate, and I was like so happy. I love chocolate, not upset about it at all. But
right.
your girl ate all the chocolates almost. Unnecessary. That's unnecessary. Those could have like that could have been my chocolate for the whole year, but I indulged in my abundance. So, well, that was last year, Kristen, though. This is 2023 here, present in the now, and I'm listening to Erin's amazing, beautiful wisdom. So, thank you.
And also, those cards are super cute. And I love your commentary. It was like in the it's so funny. Super cute.
All right. Are you ready for July, my beautiful, amazing souls? Let's do it. July is the Page of Swords. Okay, so again, stepping out. Did you pull the Page of Swords too? No way, Lala.
Yes.
Page of Swords, Page of Swords. That's insane.
That is crazy. We've been like in sync this whole time though. Like,
Yes.
well, we always like kind of mirror each
We
other.
really do.
Honestly, we do. Even with our DM stories and everything else. Like it's yeah.
Well, that's
Go
good.
ahead.
That just means that just double pumps the energy in. So it's the power of 6, right? Um, Page of Swords. This is about going off on a new adventure. And not necessarily like in this case, it's not necessarily a new adventure. This is like an adventure that you've already started, but this is like the next level of this new adventure. So let's say that at the beginning of the year, you set off on a new version of you. You set out to go to a new land and experience all kind of new things. And throughout the year, you've experienced lots of things. And you kind of hit like in June we have maybe like a plateau or a celebration and ending to the thing, and now you're ready to go off in a new adventure, and you almost have this energy about you of like a pause of remembering where you were at the beginning of the year, of where you started off on your journey, like green, so to speak, and now you're not so green. You have these clothes that help you on your journey, that you have these tools, and you listen to the spirit wisdom, and so it's like, where can you go now that you never even dreamed of being able to go before, because you have evolved and you've unfolded into this new person, and you have stepped out on your journey. You have given yourself the chance to do the things that you want to do, and now you see that the path before you truly is limitless. And I love this golden river, this golden stream here too, because it's just a continued remembrance for you that that abundance is always around you to tap into at any time, but that also it's there to tap into when you need it, and when you don't, to let it flow and let it go to those who do, and I do final message for July is that I do see new opportunities when it comes to either visiting new cities or going to maybe finding new temples or finding new sacred spaces. But definitely seeing some sort of travel and connection within that month here. So that's for me.
Well, since I got the Page of Swords too, I will just go ahead and share mine. So this is an interesting card, okay, because there's a lot going on. So she's, first of all, balancing on this, like she's crossing over this bridge. She's just balancing on this little beam, right? Holding a book and holding what looks like balloons, but they're light bulbs. And there's some kind of bird. I'm not sure if those are owls or not, but could be owls. Anyway, so it's like like your inspiration. You're like in July, I feel like you're just gonna be like on top of the world, like confidence, like I got this. This is easy. I could do all this at the same time and walk this tightrope. Like what? you know, and applying while learning all the lessons and communicating with spirit and just being in flow and sync with everything and just trusting that even you could do it, like even on this small little rope. But I want to read this. It says, curious and intelligent, this page has a thirst for knowledge that seems unquenchable. She's an incredible, quick-witted communicator, and she's often compelled to share her many ideas or messages with others. At times, she's so talkative that it becomes too much for others to process, and her intense energy can come across as unsettled or even nervous. I'm sorry, I have nervous energy sometimes. Sorry. She suggests using an air of inventiveness in your current pursuit. Your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially where others are concerned. Keep the light bulbs of curiosity turned on and cultivate a beginner's mindset as you strive to learn new things. Avoid falling into gossip or even arrogance with your communication. In shadow, this page can be all talk and no action. Remember that remember that everyone who crosses your path has something specific to teach you, and that mirrors are all around, Kristen. Remain open to, but everybody, but remain open to unexpected lessons, share truthfully, and delight in every interaction. And then it says, I learn and expand my consciousness and open up to new opportunities to my life. So I feel like July is going to be a really great month for just like expansion, new ideas, creativity, flow, balancing, juggling, communication with others. It's going to be great.
So mine doesn't quite match up this time. I got Ghost of the Past. It says the past returns for a time. So the message that I got with this is that we're going to be doing kind of like a mid-year reevaluation period where we kind of go over what is no longer serving us and what we do want to still bring forward. So it's not going to be the same as what's happening right now with the Cancer Moon and Mercury retrograde. It's going to be a lot calmer of a review, but a review nonetheless, where things are going to pop up that you may not be expecting to pop up, just in order for you to kind of evaluate if that's something that you need to maintain in your life to bring forward, or if it's something that you need to release and let go of to make more space for the new stuff that's coming in. So that's it.
Also, just minor note that card also looks like Amanda. Feeling the vibe of the deck over.
I was saying, like, and I was just thinking that too. I was like, because with the buns that she uses, not uses, but wears.
Okay. Oh.
There's a reason why this is my favorite artist.
Okay. So the way my hand, pulled this out, it came up reversed. So I'm really glad that I learned. So we have here the Two of Wands. This one says, fear of making any concrete decisions is causing a delay in your progress. You have natural talent for catching what you want. Go for it. So this month, let go of indecisiveness and trust your instincts and make some decisions. Just get off the fence. Stop being so wibbly wobbly. So yeah, I think I can see that where that might play a part in my life, and I hope it does in yours. And we'll just the kitty going for that toy, looking pretty ready to go. So
Should her get off the pot?
yeah,
Sorry.
no, exactly.
Is
Yeah.
there a beach behind that cat, Aaron? Is there-
It looks like yeah, there is.
That looks like my view in Pensacola. I think that's a second hidden message for Kristen. Thank you.
I
Take
just love how you two pulled the same card, and then Aaron and I basically had the exact same message.
Yes. So maybe also in July, keep an eye out for synchronicity. That might also be a big thing for you.
That's a lot. Oh jeez, so much to keep track.
Yeah. That's why it's all recorded. It's all recorded. And what I'm gonna
I
do
was just gonna write all this stuff on my arm.
No, don't do that. It's recorded. And I'm gonna go through this afterwards. Don't quote me, but I'm gonna try to put timestamps underneath it so that way you guys can watch it later and be like, July, click on July, click on. Anyways.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, also owls may be a theme of synchronicity because I also, for the next month, I just looked at my next month, which Kristen, you can go first with yours, but she's holding an owl, so.
Lala, if you feel called to start the next month, you go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, what are we? This is August. So for August, I pulled the Nine of Pentacles, which follows up nicely from July, from my readings from July, of being in flow and enjoying life and all the creativity and connections and everything. So she's holding a owl on her arm, but also she's holding a bunch of pentacles. Cultivating. I like this is the harvest right here. Like, look at how abundant the background is. She's in her garden, just like, hold on, sorry. My phone just told me to go to bed. Not yet. But yeah, so just like bringing in that abundance, maybe even delivered by some spirit guide or something. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles. Well, I mean, typically Nine of Pentacles is just abundance. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I do want to see if it says anything else that might be helpful. Okay, so it says, those moments where everything feels a little bit brighter? You are reaching one of those moments, a culmination of hard work and desire, when you will be stepping into your manifested hopes. These moments of spiritual and material bliss are highly personal and serve as funnels of glowing success. Look for this feeling as it surges into your heart and use its power to move mountains. Spread love and enjoy your harvest. Go ahead and bask. You deserve it. Spending some time alone will help you to process your progress. Process your progress, then celebrate. In shadow, this card suggests that you may be working too hard and not seeing enough in return. Examine feelings of self-worth and look at your energy balances in and out. The rewards must always equal your energy expenditure. And if you sense an imbalance, then it's time to make amends. The harmony and harvest you seek are in front of you now. And then it says, I enjoy the bliss and abundance that I have sown. So again, yeah, reaping your harvest. Your abundance is going to come in August. All of everything that you've been working on all year is going to come to fruition. You know, it's just like the seasons that we have. Again, that's a theme here in the Cove. We have the seasons of our journey, and harvest and fall is the harvest, right? So yeah, it's gonna be great.
Thank you, Lala. I got the I got the Knight of Cups in reverse. And especially after Lala's share, is you might be feeling a bit burnt out in August because it's been such an abundant year and you've been through so many changes, and maybe you've done a lot in throughout the year. So August really is going to be about allowing yourself to process whatever it is that you're experiencing authentically. And also, it's like I'm trying to figure out how to say this without being hurtful, because it just is what it is. Like, it's almost like whenever you feel like okay, I don't know if you have kids and you've thrown a birthday party for your kid and you've put all of this time and effort and energy, you planned these amazing things, you went out and got all the decorations, and this, and you want this birthday party to be just great. Okay, and all the kids show up and the kids have a great time and you think this birthday party is just a smash hit. Okay, and then everybody goes to bed and the kid is like, yeah, okay, it was a cool party, like it was whatever, like whatever, they're just kind of whatever about it. And you're heartbroken because you're like, you put all this effort and energy and time into it. But just because the kid may not be like, oh my God, yeah, you did so amazing, like you still did amazing, regardless of how others may react. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this. Like, you have the abundance, but like it may not be fully appreciated in the forms that you feel it should be. So just bring it back to yourself, and just remind yourself of how beautifully abundant you are without the approval from others. So that's my only ad. Somebody else pass the sick.
Yeah, mine actually goes perfectly in between the two, which is kind of awesome. So I got Marie Masquerade. Trying to show you guys over the glare. And it says glamour, intrigue, and drama. So I'm going to read from the book on this one. Someone is about to invite you to be involved in something very intriguing, and this person will ask you in ways that are ever so charming, so the temptation will be ever so strong. Because this person is beautiful and talented and powerful, you are flattered. But the truth is, you run the risk of paying a very high price for this brush with fame or glory. Be sure that the politics and the intrigues are ones that you truly wish for in your life, because there's often a sacrifice that must be made, and many consequences are hidden from you. It is tempting, no doubt, but it may not be within your best interest to pursue the strange, slightly tainted offer that will be made. So that's why I said it's kind of in between both, that there's an offer coming in, it's gonna look great, there's abundance happening, just take the time and really think about it. Don't jump on anything just because someone offers it. Take the time, really think about it, make sure that it is exactly what you want and not just something that looks pretty.
Are we back to me? That's exciting. Okay. I gotta scroll up here in this book 1 sec. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is the, okay. Oh. Oh, no. No. No, sorry, everyone.
No sorries needed. Aaron, I was just admiring your dress. Is it stars? Is it galaxy?
Yeah, it's
Oh
space.
my goodness, yes.
It's space dress.
I need a space dress so bad. It's very cute. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh my God, it's comfy too. It's like stretchy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got
yeah.
pockets. Yeah,
Pockets. It's done deal for me. Like I just bought this new sweater and it has the pockets. Okay, because I'm tall. I don't know if you guys know that, but my pockets are like always, up here in my shirts, and these are like down here in the perfect length. And I was like, yes, this is the sweater. Sorry, anyway, go ahead.
okay, so I got the okay, well, I'm gonna give this a shot. The hero offense. And this came up right. This card represents conformity, both good and bad. The Hierophant, or High Priest, is associated with Odin, the one-eyed god of wisdom and prophecy, and his raven companions. The wise elder always follows the rules, sometimes he even makes them. But what about the rules that are meant to be broken? The counters meant to be jumped on, the upholstery meant to be clawed. Sometimes it's okay to turn a blind eye. I kind of follow the rules a lot of the time. So this is pretty in sync with the way, yeah, I don't have a couple of ravens, but I do have 2 cats. So that's pretty close, I think. Yeah, I kind of like looking through here, it looks like it's just a lot of like reaching goals and continuing to work hard and probably following rules that are being set. And so I think that's really important. So yeah, this one, yeah, everyone behave.
I also see that card though too, Aaron, as like you're setting your own rules. Like, look how fierce that cat looks. Like, you're not just following the rules, you're setting the rules. It's the Hierophant.
Well, if I'm able to make some rules in the future, that would be kind of fun, you know?
I fully support all the rules that Aaron wants to set forth in life. I feel like you'd be a good rule maker. Now, are you a good rule breaker? That's the question. Hmm. All right, friends. Are we ready? Do we all have August set, locked, and ready to go? On to
Yes,
September.
but
On
I'm
to
a little
September.
bit sad because I should have got this card for August, but I got it for September. It's the Strength, the Leo. But go ahead with yours. I'll share mine in a minute.
I think it all works perfectly. It all goes. It doesn't have to be Kristen and then whoever feels called is good. But go for it.
Oh, well, so for September, I got the Strength card, and it's a really beautiful card. She's got the infinity symbol on her arm, but she's half lion and half woman, but then she's also got the gentleness of the lamb here at the bottom. So it's like I feel like in September we're gonna need to be fierce when we need to, but also gentle with our own energy, but gentle more, I would say more so towards other people, to not come across so fierce sometimes, like that. But I wouldn't say like dim your shine for anybody by any means. Don't do that. But maybe just your approach might need to be a little bit more gentle with some people. I don't know. So number 8 is the strength card. I don't know. I love this card. But it would have been great if I would have got it for August because it's number 8 and she has the 8 infinity on her arm. But whatever. So it says, be brave, sweet seer, embody your light and shine courageously in the face of danger or uncertainty. Step into the patience and fierce serenity as you exert your graceful influence for the greater good. So it's also like, to me, feels like potentially those who identify with like light workers or star seeds or whatever may be under some spiritual attack as well during, or some kind of haters basically testing your authenticity and testing your faith in your mission and who you are, and if you are who you say you are anyway. So, but you have to step into patience and fierce serenity as you exert your graceful influence for the greater good. Remember, your true purpose is for the greater good. There is great fortitude in your calm heart, and a gentle demeanor will not be mistaken for weakness when you share your gift with relentless love with the world. I resonate with that a lot because sometimes I feel it's hard for me to juggle the intensity of all the negativity in the world that happens and not have a jadedness about it. So I like that. Maybe that's a message for me to just like look at it more gentle and more compassionate, which I've been working on. So it says, allow confidence and composure to guide you towards your desires without the use of excessive force or aggression. Mindful awareness will be much more useful than rigid control right now. This card reminds you to stand strong in your beliefs and desires and to remain steady as you bring compassion to your current situation. You are powerful, and your purity of heart will be a beacon of strength and inspiration to those around you. And then the affirmation is, I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward, and I use them for good. Love that.
Thank you so much, Lala. Did anyone else book ready?
Mine's really, really quick. I got Candy Cane Angel. It says it's time for a treat. My message was literally just self-care September. That was it. That was the whole thing I was supposed to say.
Erin, you want to go?
I got okay. Oh, so jeez. I got the tower, which is great. The tower represents sudden and unexpected change. I think this you could tie this in with one of the other previous cards. Chaos and upheaval, everything may be thrown into question. That doesn't sound fun at all. This came in upright, so the tower is the foundation you have built carefully over time. The lightning strike seen through the window tells us that this unexpected change comes from a source far greater than ourselves. You feel you have no power or control. 2 cats dive from the tower, clearly startled and unaware of what is happening. Falling down, you are humbled, but what if you leap?
It's a Two intense cards for you, Aaron. You did great.
Just gonna stay worried now. Just
Well, maybe that explains the strength card that I pulled, that you're gonna need the strength to overcome that tower moment of whatever is coming crashing down around you.
oh, I hope it's not that severe. But I'm gonna write that down on my hand also.
If it helps, the
Yes.
tower is one of my favorite cards. It's
Oh.
not inherently a bad card. It's literally just change. So anything that didn't have a solid foundation is going to be removed and come crashing down. But
Sounds better.
We could
Yeah.
look at it. We could look at it like the kitties are sitting on top of the tower, and maybe they're taking a little snooze on top of that tower. And then the lightning strikes, and it makes them jump, and they jump off the tower, and they're a little pissed because they wanted to be sleeping, but now that they're up and they're down, oh, now they're on the floor and they found a ball, and now there's some catnip and
Wow.
they're playing, and now they're having a great time. So maybe they're not up on the top of that tower anymore, but life is still good and moves on.
yeah,
And also remember that cats always land on their feet even when they fall. So
Oh, that's true. Oh. Okay, well then I'm super excited about whatever is gonna happen. Bring it.
Okay, mine's the 7 of coins in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna hold this upright and read this for y'all out of the book, and then I'll do my message from spirit. This is the Aztec mythology from Mexico, and I apologize if I pronounce this wrong, but Nanahatsan, the 7 coins represents the desire for good harvest, though it might require sacrifice. Nanahatsan must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything and start fresh. So, what I'm seeing for September is you might have a moment of clarity. You might have an aha inspiration, something that becomes very clear to you what needs to be cut away. And you might feel a bit hesitant to cut away the thing, whatever it may need to be. And so it's like sitting in a place. That's why I think Amanda's self-care card is so important, because whenever we're sitting in a place of being like, okay, I see this beautiful, amazing thing in my life and it's growing and it's doing beautifully and I want to see it to continue to grow, but I have to remove these other things, or I have to continue to cut whatever it is out so that way this other thing can continue to grow. We have to give ourselves a lot of love and a lot of care and reassurance and saying that it's okay. It's like when a plant has outgrown its pot and you have to uproot the plant and put it in a new pot. It can go through a shock period. So just care for yourself as you go through whatever changes you are, but also it's about being able to be real with yourself about whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy into. Is it giving you is it yielding what you have put is it like, I'm trying to put words. Okay. Is the equivalent of what you're getting equal to that with what you have put in? And if it's not, do you then decide, okay, I'm going to continue building and putting into this? Or do you then decide, no, I must pull the crop altogether to plant new seeds? So August, September, really feeling that energy of making big decisions. It's like August, you had the decision to make, you were kind of faced with a thing. And now September, it's like, make the decision for the betterment, to know, especially that time of year, we're going into the darker days of moving into the after harvest season. So new seeds will need to be planted regardless, and it's a great time to allow yourself to clear your field if needed. So that's what I got. Are we ready for October? Oh, I see a card. JK.
sorry, it just goes perfectly what you were just saying, planting the seeds. Look, I got for October, I got the 7 of Pentacles, and look, he's literally planting his seeds and watching them sprout and grow. So I love that analogy that you just used, but also like he's cultivating, right? Like he's not just planting it and then like expecting immediate growth. He is meditating on it, intentionally planting seeds of abundance in the bottom here. You know, he's speaking positive affirmations into his desires, into his things that he's wanting to grow. And you know, maybe in October, you know, like in August, some of us, hopefully all of us, will have start to reap some of the abundance, but also remember that everything is a cycle and needs to continue to grow. We need to continue to plant seeds of our intentions and desires for the next coming harvest. And so I think October is probably like a time of reflection, you know, of what we do intend and desire. And if I could just read the book real quick, because I am getting used to these cards, but I think it goes perfectly with what Kristen was just saying about the planting of the seeds. So Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. It says, you're almost there. You've been doing the work and your wildly successful roots are growing. You may not see the fruits of your labor yet. Know that they exist and that any lack you're feeling is simply residual energy that's being worked through. It's time to fall into faith and to pause and give thanks. Realize that you are the living, breathing result of all your memories, hopes, and hard work. Keep going. This moment gives you a divine interlude to revisit your purpose and direction. Your arrival is possible only after you pinpoint the destination, like we just were talking about, right? Defining what you want. Has your journey shifted so much that what you originally germinated is not the thing you desire to harvest? Maybe it's not anymore. Maybe after all of this, you're like, I don't really want to do that thing anymore. It's all right. Whatever, plant some new ones. What needs to change to satisfy your deepest intentions? If you are feeling any frustration or lack of progress, remember that giant dreams are not built in a day. Plants don't grow to full fruition in a day. Take a moment to breathe and reflect as these profound sacred breaths can reinvigorate and realign. And then the affirmation is, as I give thanks for what I am about to harvest, I know that my life is headed in the right direction.
Lella, Jess was asking what kind of tree is on that card.
Oh, I don't know, actually. Hold on. If it maybe a bonsai? I don't know.
Kind of looks like a bonsai.
I don't know. You see the energy he's giving it with his hand? That's
That lives within your heart.
yeah, I don't know.
I got another short one, but I'm highly amused because it feels like the energies in the last quarter of the year are just kind of flowing from one month to another. Because Lala had the Seven of Pentacles that flowed out from Kristen September. I have the Strength that flows out from Lala September. So this one says Fairy of the Highlands. And it says time to be brave. So I'm going to read this one because it's really short. It says, see this, my sword of power? I have long feared to use it, but now I must grow strong and take it up, as you must too. The thought of wielding it, of hurting anything or anyone, makes me sad. But I know what must be done. and I must learn to fight the good fight and stand up for what I believe in. Although I've been told I must not be aggressive, in fact, I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I'm going into battle, and for that I feel sorrow, but I will be fearless and strong and do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear for its victory. I will no longer give away my power so easily. This time, I will take back what is mine. That's it.
Amanda, I just have to point out, my card also has a sword in it, and your little girl is holding a sword. So it goes perfect because the Two of Swords is about making a choice, making a decision. And you're in your image, the girl has her sword. She's chosen. She's made her decision, and she's standing in it. And yeah. So October is going to be a decision making month of you've given yourself time, you've taken the action, you've gone through the things, you've been honest with yourself, you've weighed this and that. October is time. Do the things, make the decisions, step forward, release what needs to be released, continue to grow in the ways that you grow. But really, this is like deep honesty with yourself. This is able to just being able to really sit with yourself and being like, man, is this really what I want? And if it is really what you want, cut away all doubt, all fears, and go for it. And if it's really not what you want anymore, hold peace and reverence for your path and your journey, and send gratitude for the knowing that you now may cut it out of your life and start fresh and move forward into what is meant for you. So you'll know when you get there. No stress, no worries. But when you get there, October, do so with integrity, do so with grace, and do so fiercely. Yeah. Okay. Go for it, Aaron.
Okay, sorry. I was trying to get my air conditioner working. Because it's not working. And I'm in Texas, so it's hot still.
No, first of all, you're upset. I'm upset for you. It can't be hot.
Okay, so, okay, got that done. My apologies. So I got the Eight of Swords that it came in. Flip it, reverse it. And this one says, sweet release. Whatever's been binding you is loosening its hold. You may find that those bonds are flimsy as toilet paper. There's definitely a way out. With self-acceptance, a fair bit of healing, aided by just a little gnawing through the bonds, possibilities and opportunities abound. So when I look here, I see a shakeup possibly of some older systems that aren't working for me, or maybe some old fundamental ways of being that aren't working. And then from there, still letting go of things that aren't serving me and whatever that may look like. And so that's actually pretty exciting. Sounds like some growth, maybe a little shadow work. And also my cats also, if I let them in the room with toilet paper, they do not, they claw it and leave it all around. So it's also very appropriate for them.
It's also like a kind of continuation of that tower moment. Like you're still in free fall, right? Like maybe you're getting ready to land on your feet, but you're still kind of free falling from that tower moment, but you're just going with it. Like you're just in the air, trusting and having faith that whatever it is going to work out and you're going to land on your feet. I think it's a continuation.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I don't know why, but I was I was picturing this cat holding a burrito and like free falling through just like craziness with your burrito, but like everything's okay because you've got your burrito. So like I don't
Okay, but why a burrito?
I'm a little bit hungry. I do like burritos. I don't know. Could be
I don't
no.
know.
I think you know what in my mind what I'm thinking it is that it's because whenever you're falling or you're drowning specifically, this is kind of grotesque and morbid, but when you're drowning,
You
they
get
teach
hungry
you
for
that you
Chipotle?
just
Yeah.
reach, yes, for Chipotle, but no, you reach for the nearest thing. So if you're trying to save somebody, if you're a lifeguard and you're trying to save somebody and they're drowning, you have to protect yourself because this person's going to grab onto you and they could then drown you too. And so, like, I guess in my imagination, I was like seeing, like, oh, I'm going to grab onto the nearest thing I can, which in my mind apparently is a burrito. But holding on to something that's like stable and consistent to get you through the times.
So, in my mind, what you just described is now I'm picturing a cat holding a big burrito taco, like tortilla, hang gliding through the air on this burrito. Okay,
Like, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'll take the
In,
burritos, more for me.
see, in my mind, the burrito's made and it's wrapped, and the cat's like this, hanging on for dear life. Also, I had a burrito for supper, and I still have half of it left in the fridge, and I want to go finish it.
My brain thought, wow, I do wish Taco Bell made a tarot deck.
And now the little Chipotle dog, the chalupa, the Taco Bell chalupa dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm officially, I'm done.
Oh my gosh, but speaking of Taco Bell, real quick, little squirrel moment. I follow this girl on Facebook named Kristen Hampton. She's hilarious, but she does like product testing. Well, anyways, she was testing these jelly beans that were Taco Bell flavored jelly beans.
No.
Yeah, sounds disgusting, and you're right. It looked disgusting when she was trying them. Like, who wants to eat a salsa flavored jelly bean
I kind of do.
or guacamole?
And is here for it.
Yeah, I kind of want a taco jelly bean.
You do. Well, she's like said the beef taco one was the worst,
That's funny.
and the salsa one.
And now back to
But you got to put them together
we
and eat them at the same
go to
time.
Harry Potter and get Bertie Bott's ever flavored beans and just than that, Amanda.
But they don't have taco flavor.
Oh, this
I
is true.
looked.
This is true. Facts. Okay, October, November. Are we ready? No, but November. Where are we going in November, guys? I feel called to share. I actually did not pull past November for some reason. When Kristen pulled her 12-month spread, she only pulled 10 cards. So, I also my birthday's in October, so that's when my new year is. So that could also be probably why I did that. But the last two cards for the year are pretty powerful. It's a very beautiful way to end the year. And I think it's kind of funny because it's another mirror card. So we've got 11 November, and we have the strength card, which came out just a couple cards ago. So continuance of the strength. It's like a reminder because the months in between the strength cards are a little turbulent in ways of becoming stronger and more steady in your truth. And so when November comes around, you're going to want to lean into that gentleness, but firm compassion. Stand by your boundaries, but in a way that you've grown. Okay, you've grown throughout the year. You've learned new ways to hold your boundaries. Maybe at the beginning of the year, however you would have held your boundaries with people, places, and things, it's now evolved into a different thing. So let yourself become and see the unexpected in yourself. See the places in yourself that you are strong in ways that you never thought you could be. Give yourself the grace to see the beauty, show your strength in different situations. It's almost about being able to see how your unique expression of strength is important. So it's not about what other people see as strong or what have been socially defined as strong, but really, what do you value as strong, and lean into that. Yeah. Also watch the Disney movie Brave. It's a good one.
I'm not sure I want to read my November one. I got two, and it's kind of a conflicting. Well, I mean, it's overall I feel positive about it, but at first I didn't because the first card was the Ten of Swords. Okay. Which in this deck it's very beautiful actually, but in traditional tarot, like it's the stabbing and you like till you're dead sword like card, right? But then also, interesting enough, I also pulled right after that, like these both came out, I guess, at the same time, the Ten of Cups. So 10-10. So what I'm getting from that is that after all of probably what the Tower moment is that Aaron's cards have been pulling, after all of that, and after walking away with my Eight of Cups and, deciding what your, boundaries are and leaving everything behind and really just making peace with the past. Like, this is not a I'm dead, like, depressed card. This Ten of Swords is very empowered, right? Like, she's like looking to the future, like, and she's got all her, and this, I love this card because she's got all her birds around her. And for some of you, you don't know, but I have a bird's tattoo on my wrist. And it's because me and all my best friends that we call ourselves sisters, but we got them when one of our sisters passed away and then another one passed away. Anyways, we all have these tattoos, and when we line them up, it's a V. So I really like that card because of that. But then also the Ten of Cups is like the best card in the deck, right? Like, how perfect. So after you let go of all of that other stuff, maybe it is letting go of a relationship. Maybe for some people are gonna end some kind of relationship in order to get this dream relationship that you deserve and that you want and that is out there for you, but you have to let some other things go first. So I do want to read the Ten of Swords. I'm not going to read the Ten of Cups because Ten of Cups, everybody knows what Ten of Cups is, the happiest card in the deck. It's everything you ever want, right? So the Ten of Swords in this deck is painful endings, crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resiliency. The Ten of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Again, with the planting of seeds. The most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn. Everything. Your dark night of the soul is going to cause you to get everything you want. a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. And it says, the quote is, I'm healing every day. I love that. That's so beautiful. So yeah, it may be painful, but what is going to come out of it as a result of that pain is going to be so beautiful. I'm excited for that. I'm not excited for the pain part because, nobody wants that, but nobody wants another dark night of the soul. Shit, I'm over it, but if it, with pain comes alchemy, I don't know.
I'm gonna be totally honest, Lala. In the back of my mind, this whole time, I have been like, I'm over it. Why? This sounds like a really like a story I somehow know this. Have we been here before? Have we been here before?
My card makes so much more sense after Lala's reading. So I don't really have better news, but I'll go ahead with my card.
I want to clarify what I said real quick before
Yeah.
because I don't want that to be because it's
Yeah.
in my this is a similar story. I've heard it over again. I don't necessarily want to hear it, but I might have lost it, but it was really important. So if it comes back, I'll let you guys know. So really be present, and it's gone. So I'll let you know.
Now I just want to give you hugs. But I'll read my card instead. So I got Mend the Broken Heart Fairy. So healing from heartache. I don't know why the whole end of the year is me reading from the book, but it is. So her message is, you've been hurt, and this hurt feels bruised to me. It may have been what is called a lover's quarrel or unrequited love. It may have been a breakup, and it may be that an adventure in love has turned harsh. But I am here to help you mend, and I will not let your broken heart bleed. I will wash, heal, and place the bandage over the wound, and send you the healing that means deep, restful sleep and peace return to you. I want you to take it easy on the path of love for now. Soon you will feel your vitality return. But for now, it's time to rest. So that's it. I am also not happy with that message because I do not want to repeat that story either.
Oh, this is what it was. So it was like not repeating the story because we're making the story as we go. We're writing the story as we go. And so if it sounds like a similar story, maybe it's a similar lesson, maybe because we learn our lessons, right? If we don't learn them in situations that we experience, then they show up in other. Also, I think too, sometimes in our life, at least me, I could be speaking for myself right now, but in my life, I like to tell myself that, oh, once I do this thing, everything's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like, oh, all I have to do is do this thing, and then all of this is good. So it's like, okay, once we hit this part, then all of these things are worth it, right? And I think I'm beginning to see that it needs to be that it doesn't matter whether things are good or bad, things just are, and it's how I choose to meet them, which again I know in my brain, but my heart has to catch up. And so it's yeah, maybe not pre reliving the same experiences or learning the same lessons or having the same tower having the tower moment or whatever have it be, but just rather allowing it to be and being present with it and being grateful for it and seeing the beauty in it, because you never know where it's actually going to take you. And it may feel familiar, but it's not the same.
Also, I just got an intuitive hit. If you guys have not ever heard the song Wiser by Madeline or Madison Bailey, look it up and listen to it. And it's like it helped me heal through the biggest dark night of the soul that I ever had. So hopefully that will help somebody. I still jam to that song to this day.
It glitched out. I didn't hear what song it was.
Wiser by Madeline or Madison Bailey. I think it's Madeline Bailey.
Thank you, Lala. And yes, Flash, more burritos. Lots of burritos. All the burritos, please. Vegetarian for me, thank you. All right, Aaron, it's on you.
November. The Fool. No little hat. Like a cat forced to wear accessories, we all feel foolish sometimes. This card, first in the deck, reminds us that trailblazers needn't worry about the opinion of others. Cat-like curiosity is your guide. The sunny yellow background represents optimism about the ventures ahead, and the white rose signifies trust. Whether that trust will turn out to be misplaced remains to be seen. Well, I mean, it was a little ominous there at the end, but I do like coming out of this, and this feels a little bit better. Feeling
Yes, and how cute and appropriate that it's almost December and he's got a little Santa hat on.
I think it is. It's like some sort of little snow hat. So it's really cute. And
Can you
so
hold it up one more time real close?
yeah.
Okay, because at the bottom, when it far away, I was like, is that cat sitting on a guy's head and the guy has sunglasses on? Like, I don't know, seeing that.
No.
Okay, anyway. Yes, that's a much lighter energy, right? Than
I'm excited for that. Wish it was November already.
Right? Well, and it makes sense because it's a new beginning after an ending, right? But a chosen new beginning that we're feeling strong and confident in. Yeah. I'm excited too, actually. Let's build it up. November 2023. Here we go. It's only January. All right.
I
Good.
I like Aaron's card better anyway because we're supposed to be in Europe celebrating my birthday.
Yes.
I have no intentions of doing heartbreak healing during my birthday month. I'm not claiming that energy. I will claim the Fool.
Feel that. Denied. All right, December, here we come. Let's do this, fam. I know it's been a long night. I really appreciate you guys working through this with me. This was a fun adventure. 12 card spreads. So they are long. So thank you all for doing it with me. This has been fun. And I can't wait to watch the replay as the year goes on and laugh at all of our silliness. Okay, for December, we have the card that represents the ultimate, the Wheel of Fortune. So pretty appropriate for the Fool, starting off on a new adventure, maybe an adventure within an adventure, a dream within a dream, so to speak. But this is a really beautiful card for December, showing that it's like the culmination of all the lessons that you have learned, everything that you've been through, all that you have released, all that you have grown, outshined and just, been all the things. And then the areas where you were in lack and less, all of that stuff is within your field and within your bubble. And as you move into the end of the year, end of December, new opportunities are going to open up for you. New doors are going to open up for you because you have transformed into this new version of you. And so you've called upon new opportunities to experience this new version of you through. Yeah, I kind of want to read the book on this one too, real quick. Card number 10. Card number 10. Where are you? Card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the end and the beginning, right? It's the new opportunities created for expansion. I don't know where she's hiding. Where do you hide? The Wheel of Fortune. This is for Ghana, which is Akan mythology. The Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. These acts may seem random, but all fates are a part of an interconnected web of repercussions. Represents fortune, unexpected windfall, karma, destiny, and cycles.
Well, my December had 3 pop out, but I'm only going to read one of the cards from the book because they all make sense based on everything else. But as December comes to a close, the first card I got, and look how beautiful this is. The first card I got was Judgment. And look at, okay, so here's this woman, but then here is literally her higher self coming down, and she's embodying this higher self energy, right? And then I got the High Priestess. And then I also got the Ace of Wands. But look at all 3 of these together. Okay, so like that one, and then High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. Look how similar they are. The flame on her. Look at that. You see? That's beautiful, right? So for me, what this says is like, as we release everything and we embody our vision of our highest potential and our highest self, and we embody this divine feminine high priestess, bad biatch, sorry, but she's a goddess, right? We embody our inner divine and become this limitless potential, this burning flame of just passion and sparks of creative bursts of energy. I don't know. I'm just getting a lot from this energy of this high priestess and the Ace of Wands. So I want to read the Ace of Wands because Ace of Wands is like new potential, kind of like what we were saying earlier. Did you get the Ace of Wands at the beginning?
Yes, I sure did. Yes, I did. February is Ace of Wands.
Yeah, so like Amanda is like a circle, right? Like, yeah, this is the closing of the cycle, but also the beginning of a new cycle because now it's about to be January, right? So we're learning all the lessons and integrating them from this whole entire year. And then we have a new spark of a new journey starting next year. But so the Ace of Wands, just this image, man, I don't know. The colors in this is just beautiful. So it says new ideas, the seed of potential. A lot of seeds, like themes this year. Growth. Okay, so it says the arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, the mirror-like nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, the ability to manifest anything. This ace contains all the sparks for all the ideas, and they are generating intensely powerful light for you right now. She is connecting you with the one cosmic mind, a universe consciousness, and her delightful in her delightful magical soup that is brimming with a colossal creativity. A flame burns here that is meant for you, but it hasn't been put to use yet. What will you create with this boundless potential? Stay open to receive inspiration and insight. You may be shown new information about your divine purpose or soul path, or you may even feel compelled to put something completely new into the world. If it feels good, it probably is good, and even though this ace can only predict the inception of something new, it also suggests that all of the energy to bring this project, idea, or feeling to a successful completion is available to you. And then the affirmation is, I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. Woof, what a way to close out the year, right? With a great new inspiration about next year. I love it. It's gonna be one hell of a ride, I'll tell you. But it's good though overall. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of new growth and insights and a spiritual growth, but like, also collective. I feel like a lot of people are going to really step into their mission this year, like what really lights their soul on fire.
I'm also seeing like everybody being there for each other, like really holding space for one another this next year, being I don't know, like maybe in the past, whenever you went through experiences where you felt like you would hermit and you would pull away from the community, this year I feel like we're going to be feeling more called to share those moments with each other to be able to grow. Sorry, random insert. My bad. Who's next?
My card's a little bleak, but it has a good message as well. So I got autumn is my last chance. And it says, please don't lose hope. So I'm going to read this one as well, and then I have like an extra message after. So it says, I keep waiting for help, for hope to come, but all about me is cold. I cannot find what I'm looking for, and indeed, I can barely remember what it is I was in search of before I got so lost. I'm cold and alone, and no one is with me. But I know I have this apple, and that when I truly need it, I will eat it, and then all will be well. So, in that sad little message, the secondary message I'm getting is that we're ending the year with the hope and the new energy. So, the apples symbolically are about new life in pretty much most religions. So the fact that she's carrying an apple with her and the card is about hope, this is having that new energy coming in. And with all of the heavy energy that's been coming through for the end of the year, this is that little spark of something good is coming out of it, and there's something new happening. All this healing is kind of pulling us back to bring us forward, kind of thing.
Thank you, Amanda. Erin, it's all the floor is yours, my dear.
Okay, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about this one. I got this one. I got the 5 of Cups. And according to this, it says, it's hard not to focus on our empty bowls. There may be some confusion, endings, or disappointment on the horizon. Perhaps it's time for a change of scenery, especially if it puts some distance between you and those causing you anguish. There is no turning back, but you'll move on. A bridge in the distance is a good sign, leading you to where you're supposed to be. Family and friends may provide fresh bowls to help you move forward. So I don't know. That's a little, I don't know about that. But I'm gonna hope that this is more of a emotional, mental struggle, or tossing away anything that does not serve me at the end of the year. And I don't know.
I love that. I think I don't know, just from what I'm for me anyways, what I'm seeing is that it's like, especially in December, I feel like we have a tendency to get depressed, seasonal depression.
Right, that's true.
So sometimes our emotions are a bit more cloudy in our area, or sometimes we may feel like I don't know, this may be really personal, but sometimes even within a day in the December months, I will feel like all is lost and hopeless, and I am just, oh, whoa. And then maybe like a couple hours later, I ate a sandwich, I talked to my best friend, and now it's like sunny or something, and I'm all of a sudden in a much better mood and everything is okay. So maybe it's about finding a balance between those emotions that come forward for us. And again, leaning on others, because you said the friends and family can bring you bowls to help.
So yeah, no, that makes sense. And I get seasonal depression now and then. So the
Also,
season.
hi, Stella.
Yes, Stella is wanting to join in on the fun. So she was all up in my face. She's so heavy. She was like pushing down. So Stella says, hi, guys.
Hi, Stella.
So the final message for the end of the year is we all need to provide each other with burritos.
Yes, and onesies and burritos all the way for 2023. Beautiful.
And happy tacos.
And happy
Look, it's in the background over there. See?
tacos.
In
Aw.
my case, it would be a burrito.
A burrito, yes. Beautiful.
That's funny. This has been so much fun. Kristen, did you share your December one already?
I did. I had a message from the fairy forest that actually brings us back to just today. Because Spirit did want me to share a message for us to be present here in this now moment back in January 6th of 2023. So for those of you that made it to the end, just a little message from the fairy forest. And then that's it. Do you want to you want me to read it, or you want me to wait?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Okay, cool. Glad we could all sit in this energy together.
I'm always down for tarot and chill. You know me.
I know, right? And Stella's ready. Look, Stella's got her listening ears on.
She is ready for it. She's like, what is it?
What is the card? Okay, well, the fairy forest. And this card has a lot of many messages in it, okay? So these messages are usually pretty well, this is for you right here in this now moment. And this is what was meant for you. So back to the now, here in the present. We have card number 18, which says Elf Struck, enchanted, beguiled, and enspelled. You are dazzled, amazed, and astounded at present, your head awhirl with otherworldly visions and thoughts. You may be a little obsessive and unable to balance at present. It is all or nothing, and the momentum is exhilarating and intoxicating. You have given your all to your new passion. You have discovered that you truly do have the power to create what you want and need in life. So please take the time out to contemplate just how these miracles have come about, the coincidences and connections that have brought you to this place. There is so much to be considered, to think about, and the thoughts you have at this time are so intense and fully flavored that they are creating the next steps in your life, drawing them so you, weaving and creating your future. While you are currently so devoured by the desire to push forward, use this energy. Do not allow your current state of enchantment to be sabotaged or hijacked for other purposes than your own, which must be for the highest good. Soon the intensity will ease and balance shall make a return, and life will take on something like normality again. But now, having tasted magic, you can never return to how you once were. You are forever changed, friend. I think this is a really good message because it truly does bring us back to that beginning of the year message with that abundance coming in from the hard work that you have put in and the dedication that you have given and the ancestors supporting you and the loved ones around you. So utilize this beginning of the year to continue to cultivate whatever energy you are looking to expand upon throughout the year, because it will expand. But also, I just keep getting this, like, if you feel called to move, do not hesitate, move. If you feel called to stay, don't question it, just stay. Lean into your trusting your inner guidance system at this time. And also, the universe is giving you a lot of extra energy right now to do the things. So if you're kind of hem-hawing, do the things. Spirit's giving you energy because it will subside. It will calm down. You won't feel so excited and enthralled and gung-ho. So, and it's less easy to start new things when we're in that energy than as opposed to where we are, hopefully now. So, okay, I'm complete. Thank you all so much for letting me play and for playing with me and for expressing all of our unique messages. This has been beautiful, and I really love and appreciate everyone for coming and sharing their wisdom and for trying new things and for going out of your comfort zone. This space is just always really special to me. So thank you all for sharing it and for creating it equally, co-created with lots of love and burritos. And now I'm jealous because Amanda's half burrito in the fridge right now.
Yeah, I'm excited for burritos. No, but I'm excited for this to like see how this coincides as the year plays out. So I'm really glad we did this because it's really cool to hear like how all of it has kind of coincided together. So it'll be really cool to see at the end of this year what all transpired.
Well, shout out to Jen. Huge thank you to Jen for inspiring us to do this tonight. Thank you, Jen. We love you.
So I do want to say, I do personally do this reading for myself on my birthday. I do it for other people on their birthdays as well. But I did it this past birthday, and so far everything has been on point with what I read out, including January already. So I'm interested to see if the rest of the year turns out with that reading, because that reading wasn't much more on point with what I had planned out for the year than this reading was.
Well, we have to remember that this is a collective message. So really take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Not every message will resonate in a collective, or it will, but it'll resonate a little differently than the way that was intended. So yeah. I'm excited too though, man. It's gonna be great.
I'm very tired.
I agree. Kristen, I am always eternally grateful for you in this space, and this has been so much fun. Yes, and I just almost don't want to move because Stella is being so snuggly that she never does this. So
Super cute. And Lala's gonna just stay there. Well, it's 11:11 my time, so I think this is a perfect time to wrap it up and send our
Yeah.
gratitude to the infinite beyond and all the spirits and everything that helped assist us in the messages today. Lots of love to and gratitude to all of the chat and just we're amazing soul family, and thank you all so much for joining me on this Zoom. I love you all dearly. I send you off with a namaste. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you on the next one. And we want to love splash. I want to love splash. Erin, I don't know if you know what the love splash is. We haven't done it, I don't think. So we just wiggle our arms like wiggle noodles, and then we splash, splashing love. Beautiful.
Fun.
Okay, bye. I think we did it. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your